Welcome everyone, back to Raven Radio. Now as you can tell, this isn't my normal broadcasting station, or my normal look. So there will be a lot of accreditations for people here on VRC, because this would not have been possible without them. But the latest news, of course, because why else would you be here? Introducing to you, VRC's very own Trans Academy. Welcome to Trans Academy. Now for those of you that haven't been living under a rock for the past 20 years, most of us know what a transgender person is. Now however, in virtual reality, although being a big part of the community with both Japanese furries and trans people, you got the Fur Hub, you got the Black Cat, you got Club B. Now introducing, thanks to founder Tizzy, Trans Academy, a home for people who are trans. A place where they can get together, hang out, get to know one another, or seek help and assistance where is needed. Because I don't know if you've been listening to the news lately, but the world is a scary place. And thanks to virtual reality here, we can make a difference in making people's lives better. Okay. To start out with, how did you find Trans Academy?
I found it through another trans community that I was in, through a couple of people there. Actually, it was Lynn right over there.
Gotcha. So, I guess at this point then, what have you enjoyed about the community so far, even though, like you said, you've just joined?
I have just joined, but I've already met a lot of cool people, like Bubble Tea and other people that I've talked to. Everyone here is just really chill, and the thing that I like the most is that I can go into a public instance of this world and find chill people to talk to, and I really do feel like I can't do that in like any other VR chat world. So it's kind of nice just knowing that I'll meet really cool people whenever I want. Fair
enough. Okay, so for some future projects, because these are nowhere near private by any means. These are definitely things that we are working on implementing. What is your take on the upcoming free group speech therapy sessions we're going to be having, like group meetups or even talks with actual doctors and surgeons? How do you think that would affect people with the community?
I think that is super cool that you guys are trying to take that initiative to be able to do that. That's definitely something that I would want to sit in on, just because, like, obviously it's the Trans Academy, where the Academy obviously is like an education space, and I think that is sort of like a niche that hasn't really been explored yet, especially like within the VR chat community. So I think it's really cool that you guys are actively pushing for stuff like that, and it's something that I would definitely be interested in, and I'm sure a lot of other people would be as well.
Gotcha. And I'm glad to hear that, because this is definitely a lot of things that we've been pushing to, this is just most of us, me included. We are very shy people, so we have a hard time voicing when we either need help or want to ask questions.
Right.
On that note then, what would be some advice you give new people right off the bat, being a new person yourself?
Right off the bat? Let's see. Honestly, the biggest advice that I can give people is just like talk to people. Try your best to throw yourself out there. Like, you don't even have to talk. Some people are mute, and they're more than welcome to sit in and listen to our conversations and participate as much as they want. It's really like it's a safe space here, and so that's sort of the thing that I would convey most, is that like you can let your guard down a little bit more here than you probably would be able to in other public spaces, especially within VR chat. So I would just encourage you to talk to people and to do your best to sort of throw yourself into kind of uncomfortable spaces, but obviously you're gonna find people here that you appreciate and you like and that you vibe with. Yeah.
So, since you're new here, obviously, have you just joined the world instance, or have you also taken a look at the Discord channel that we have?
I have been in the Discord. I actually sent my introduction I think it was a couple days ago.
So, we've been talking about the world instance here, how like you can basically join and open up about it. How about the support system in the actual server itself?
So right now, I will admit I'm a bit of a lurker within the Discord server, just because like within VR chat, obviously it's more of a what would it be? Like a realized social space where obviously there's body language that you can read and you can voice and everything and do that. Whereas with Discord servers, it's sort of just texts, right? You're just reading words on a screen. So it's a bit harder for me personally to sort of throw myself into that. So I have just been lurking, but I have seen the channels, and I have talked like a little tiny bit. I sent some stuff in the art channel, and I talked in general like a little tiny bit. But for the most part, everyone seems really welcoming, and it's actually kind of nice. One of the things that I noticed about the Discord that I've noticed with some other communities that isn't present is that I'll see people that I've met within the world instance actually on the Discord server and active in the Discord server, and that's something that I don't really see in a lot of like VR chat oriented Discord servers, is that I don't really see the same people. So it's kind of nice to see the same people within those communities.
And going into the future here, because obviously we got a lot planned, what are some things that you actually like to see in the future?
Let's see. In terms of the Discord server, one of my personal preference things is I just like being able to change the color of my name. I know we can kind of do that with the roles that we've been given if you select them in a specific order, but I would appreciate being able to change the name color. But honestly, like that's like a very nitpicky personal preference thing that like I really is not indicative of anything else. As far as the Discord server goes, I think a lot of it is like very thought out, and like I've been scrolling through the channels and everything, and a lot of the channels are they're very fleshed out, and I really think you guys covered like the majority of the bases. I honestly can't think of anything that I would want to add.
So I do got good news for you for the name color change. So obviously, because we're going to have guest speakers, whatnot, what most of us are doing right now, most of this is paid out of pocket by people that can afford it. Okay. So what we're going to be doing is setting up basically like not exactly a GoFundMe, but more of like I believe a Patreon. Okay.
Oh, nice.
So, and it's completely optional for people who want to join, but like tier 1, okay, I think it's going to be like $2.99 a month. They'll give you certain options, and color changing your name is actually one of them.
Woo!
Now, granted, there's going to be a lot more different things, okay? But these are strictly non-profit, okay? This is going to getting resources in order to utilize them both for the events we have planned in the world and in the server. And I am actually super excited to let be known that we actually are working right now in developing an entire new part of the map here that is going to allow speech therapy and voice training.
Oh, nice.
And we actually have just brought on board a professional speech therapist that we are going to be working with on trying to get open worlds going for.
Oh, that's super cool.
And once again, like we're trying to do, open world events are going to be completely free to attend.
Yeah. That is super dope. That's what I mean. Like, I really have not seen anyone try and tackle the niche that you guys are doing, and I really do think that it's like honestly very beneficial to the community, and I do really think it's cool what you guys have going on here.
And I guess sort of just to like wrap this up, because like we've covered most of the ongoing stuff right now. Obviously there's a lot more, but we're getting into like months and months in advance, right? So we'll cover those further along down the road. And also, being that we are going to be releasing here, which is what you're also partaking in, obviously the interview, it's going to be going up on social media. Is there anyone you want to thank for getting you here, or anyone that you're wanting to like throw out there message wise to support them?
Lynn, you're the G. Also, Bubble Tea. Bubble Tea was here for. Sorry, my mic might be cutting. Bubble Tea was here for support. I do want to point that out. Very much thank you, Bubble Tea, for for being here. Yeah.
So, I'm actually super excited to have had this interview with you, and obviously, you know, if you ever have any questions or want to know anything, definitely just let one of us know. We're all in the server. And if you ever have any questions, whether it's setting up your account, having troubleshooting tips on VR applications, let us know. Like, as you can see, even with my bio, you know, I have the link to Discord in there. You know, it's just like, if someone wants that safe space, they can have the link, because it's a permanent link that is available to everyone. It's not a timed link.
Oh yeah. I will definitely keep that in mind.
Alrighty. And when we do finish this first episode, because we are also going to be making YouTube shorts, we will officially post it to the Discord server.
Cool. Yay. Hi, future people.